Do you want to get your KD above 1? Well, just follow these 3 simple steps, but very, very important, and I guarantee you a 1+ KD. Let's jump right into it. Tip number 1. Think about your KD. Think about your deaths and kills while you are in the game. Now let me explain this a little bit more. What does this mean? This means that you have to know how many deaths you have while you're playing the game and actively be thinking about that, because that will change your strategy throughout the game. What do I mean more by this? Well, let me explain. Let's say you just died at the beginning and you died in the gulag. You are down 2 deaths, right? You got 2 deaths and 0 kills. I mean, you're at a negative right now, right? You need 2 kills at least to get yourself that win, that KD. So what starts happening is I see a lot of players that, yeah, they want to raise their KD, but they get bought again. So that means this is their 3rd life, right? They got 2 deaths and they got 1 life they're playing right now because they just got bought. And they go and drop in some random place or hot drop back where they just died and try to get their stuff back, or hot drop at the loadout without going for the team. This is a big no-no. If you are down deaths, meaning that you have more deaths than kills in the game, you have to take a different approach to the game and you have to play a little bit more passive. And this is something that I don't see a lot of players doing. They want to raise their KD, but they play aggressive and they play the same every single moment of the Warzone game, regardless of how many deaths and kills they have. This is not how it should be, and now it should be the other way, right? If you got 3-4 kills at the start and you haven't died yet, then you can play more aggressive, you know, push for that higher KD so you can get those high kill games. But again, very, very important. If you die at the beginning, you die in your gulag, don't go to the same place you just died. You were down 2 kills, 2 deaths. Now, also let me tell you about what this also means about thinking of your KD. So let's go into that same scenario again. You know, you die at the beginning, you die in the gulag, you're down 2 deaths, and they revive you. Now you're jumping into the game. Think about it. Even though you've only died 2 times, and now you're alive this time, think about it that you still have to get 3 kills in that game to get your positive KD. Why 3 kills? Well, because most of us don't win every single time, and that's just not to sound mean or anything, but I mean, a good win ratio is about 10%, you know, maybe a little bit above that. That means you win 1 of every 10 games. So that means 9 games you are going to lose and you won't win. Meaning that if you die this 2 times and you're gonna get rest, that means that you will die. You won't get to the end. That means you must get at least 3 kills to get your positive KD. And believe me, this doesn't sound that good in paper, but when you start thinking about your KD and start thinking about how many deaths you have and how many kills you have and how you should play, it will change your perspective on the game. Let me give you an example. Modern Warfare, reason why a lot of people hated this Modern Warfare was because they didn't show you the amount of deaths. Showing you the amount of deaths and kills in your KD just reflect on your brain and knowing whether you should play aggressive, should you go sniper for more kills. It changes the whole aspect on how you play. So start thinking about your KD right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tip number 2. Now that we're talking a little bit about thinking about your KD, well, now we also have to win gunfights. That is point number 2. And I'm going to be showing you guys some simple moves here that will elevate your game to the next level. Number 1 is the slide cancel shot. All right, pretty easy to perform, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it, especially on controller. All right, so let's say we got an enemy right in this, sitting in this corner. What you're going to do is the most famous shot. You know, it's a slide, cancel, and then shoot. The reason why you slide cancel is I'm going to hold down my trigger the second I start sliding. Did you guys notice something at the beginning? My shooting doesn't actually start until a little bit later. I'm going to show you guys again. I'm going to hold my trigger throughout the whole way. It starts a little bit later, and that is why you want to cancel. If you cancel, you can start shooting the second you cancel. And that's one of the important things about slide canceling. That's why you want to slide cancel. Very, very important. Now, it's a very simple technique to do. One of the things you guys want to do is you want to go into option, switch this to tactical. Tactical will allow you to crouch and prone and slide with your R3 button, making it a lot simpler. This will allow you to crouch and slide while still maintaining an eye on the side. As you guys can see here, I can slide while moving my aim, and that's all allowed to that. And again, very, very simple. Crouch, slide, cancel, shoot. All right, slide, cancel, shoot. This is a lot better than coming in and walking like this, like a little mech body. All right, number 1. Number 2, you can elevate it to the next level, which is the slide cancel drop shot. Now this sounds a little complicated, but it's pretty easy, but it is deadly. Let's say you got somebody in that corner, right? You're peeking like this, they start shooting you, you go back. One of the important things I just mentioned right now, the first peeks that you do isn't peeking to kill the enemy, it's peeking to get visuals. You peek like this and you get that visual. You see where he's at? Boom, I'm out. I'm pre-aiming that spot because I know he's there, and now we're gonna do the slide cancel drop shot. What you're gonna do, okay, what we're gonna do is, let's say we got somebody over there, right? They're shooting at us, you do your first peeks, he's right there, you roll back. What you wanna do again is pre-aim. As you guys can see, I'm aiming through the truck because he's gonna be around that area. So what you wanna do is you see him, you ping again, and now you know exactly where he's at. So you know he's around that area, you know you gotta aim here. Very, very important thing to do. Ping so you can know through your objects when you're about to peek, he's right there. So, how do you do the slide cancel drop shot? Fairly easy. You're gonna do the same thing, slide cancel, all right, easy, slide cancel. What you're gonna add at the end is you're gonna drop. So you're gonna add, once you cancel, you're gonna hold down your crouch button to drop. So it's gonna look like this, slide cancel drop. All right, you can actually just hold it. Once you cancel, so once you click it again, you can just hold it and you'll drop. So again, slide cancel drop. Pretty easy technique, but it'll work a lot. And again, once we have that ping, slide cancel drop. Same thing, slide cancel drop. Slide cancel drop. Pretty simple technique that will take you to the next level. And again, remember, one of the most important things is always pinging. Next one, last final movement is gonna be the simple bunny hopping, all right? This one's fairly simple, but I'll show you a couple of techniques. Number 1, you wanna go to your options. You wanna go to controller. You wanna go all the way to the bottom to automatic sprint, and you want to have either auto attack sprint or automatic sprint. I like auto attack sprint for this one. So what you want to do is, again, you know, but always remember this, peek enemies. Even if you don't like doing these moves, the peeking enemies and pinging where they are, very important, so you can peek while already knowing where they are. When you pre-aiming is very important. So the reason why we do this is auto attack sprint. You gotta be attack running for the bunny hop to work, right? Maybe that's why it wasn't working for you guys before. If you guys are just sprinting normally, it won't work. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna attack sprint. Once you're about this area right here, you are gonna jump, and once you're in the air, you're gonna turn around to your target, aim, and jump again, and that's gonna give you that second hop. And this is what it's gonna look like. You bump, boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm gonna do it again. Remember, you attack sprint. Once you're here, you jump, you turn around, you aim, and then once you're about to fall on that, you click jump again, and you continue jumping like that. Again, so I'm gonna do it here really quickly. Pretty simple, honestly. Just like that. You'll see when you perform it good, you'll just kind of like jump. You'll kind of jump perfectly. I don't do it that much because I have to take my controller out of my aim. Now, if you wanted to do that, you could go to options and you can actually go to this one right here. If you go to tactical flip and you go to bumper jumper actually allows you to jump with L2, so you can jump. Oh my god, what the frick, I thought I changed it. Bumper jumper tactical flip, there we go. So you can basically jump while still maintaining that aim, right? And a lot of people like this. I just don't really find it that comfortable, so that's why I don't use it. But that's one of the ways that you can do it. Now that you learned about the thinking, the moves, let's jump in some more killing, which is the best loadouts for you guys to use. So if you're watching this video and you want to get above a 1 KD, means that you probably want weapons that have pretty good damage with no recoil on them. And I'm about to show you which guns those are. So number 1 right now, we are in season 3. I may have to make an updated video on this, but for right now, for season 3, Krieg is one of the best guns you can have as a beginner to win those gunfights. Krieg is amazing long range, no recoil control, and pretty good damage. This is a kind of like a good class setup that I have. If you guys want the typical class setup, like to run the Krig a little bit more newbie style, what I would go and I was take the laser, I'd add an underbarrel. I don't need an underbarrel. I think I can control this gun, but you can add an underbarrel, and then for the optic you can switch this up for 3 times. This is kind of like your normal everyday Krig that you can run as your primary weapon and that you will sled enemies. Now let's go into what is the best newbie but powerful sniper in the game. Let's jump right into that. Now I say newbie just because, but I love this sniper. This sniper setup right here is the best sniper class setup for anybody that again wants to get that 1 KD, but it isn't amazing at the game quick scoping. You just want to get sniper. And let me tell you the reason why. This gun has got great bullet velocity, but one of the most important secrets is this one right here, the bipod. This bipod allows for your gun to have basically 0 recoil and to keep hitting shot after shot after shot without having to chamber or rechamber the bullet or anything like that. This gun is crazy. All right, and if you guys want maybe just a little bit extra, a little bit easier, you could even change like one of these stocks for maybe like a rear grip or something like that. But honestly, or maybe for some extra ammunition, if you guys miss a lot of your shots, it'll make it slow. But this class setup right here, definitely for anybody that wants to snipe and you're not a pro like quick scoping and running around in 360, this is the sniper for you to run. Let's jump into the close quarter gun now. Right now, for the best close quarter gun, I would suggest is this bullfrog right here. This is the perfect combination between speed but still conserving great recoil control. You can definitely laser people far away and you can feel you're moving fast, right? Just because you're a noob don't mean that you don't have the right to move like a star, like flash around the map. So we're gonna have these attachments right here. Copy them exactly. If you guys feel that it may be a little bit too much recoil, like you just can't control it, then take the null stock out and put an underbarrel. You can put the special grip and that'll help you out tremendously. But just like this, I can control the recoil pretty good. I'm on controller, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the top 3 tips. Let me know down in the comments if you guys got any other tips to help out. Next video will be how to get to 2 KD. Peace out, everybody.